so it's that time again where I show you what I got for the week. So I shall start with my indie comics, and there's not many that aren't DC or Marvel this week. There's not that many comics, to be honest. So the first one I got is from AWA Upshot, and that's Erratic 2 Recharged. And this is by Kyle Andrews. He's done a few Spider-Man projects and other things. Got a really distinctive artistic style. That cover is really, really good. And just show you some of the artwork. This is the closest AWA have come to like a standard superhero. It's got a similar vibe to like Spider-Man, New Warriors, Teen Titans, that kind of thing. But yeah, gorgeous artwork. I've not actually read the first one yet, so I've got to get the book. But yeah, looks good. And then I think this is the three Boom comics that I really like. There's Once a Future, and also Something is Eating the Children, Killing the Children even. And then, but I get those in book form. But this one I get in comic because I think it stops around issue 12 or 13, and that's Basilisk by Cullen Bunn. And the artist is... I never remember the artist's name. Jonas Scharf. But that cover is so... I think that's the cover of the week, to be honest. That cover is so distinct. I love Boom comics, so I'll just like slightly cardstocky covers, just really high quality. And the art's always good in this. I love the story of this. It's one of my favourite comics at the moment. Interested to see how it wraps up. There's a few new Boom ones, so I'm thinking of trying. To be honest, I'm getting very jaded with superhero comics at the moment. This happens to me. I go through ups and downs. That's why I've not done a review for a few of actually what I've read, because I've not read much. I've read 2 comics the past 2 weeks. I've been reading the new Stephen King book. But I go like this. I go through periods where I just read solid manga, and then I'll binge on graphic novels, and then I'll binge on comic books. But then there'll be periods where I'll just want to read a book, a good chunky book, and that's what I'm doing at the moment. So not that fun out with comics, but I'm getting tired of superheroes, I must say. So there could be some more on the chopping block soon. One that won't be in the chopping block from Marvel is Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty. Really enjoy this. Good superhero with kind of like a spy kind of feel to it. Nice artwork. I think Captain America's my favourite Marvel comic. And favourite character. Even though he's allegedly the most patriotic, he's more like the true patriotism of America, not like your MAGA red hat wearing, no neck, good old boys. But he stands for standing up for the oppressed. So yeah, it's good. And then Wolverine. Like I said, the 3 Marvel X-Men comics I get are Wolverine. The last week I showed you I got just had a brain. Oh dear. Tell you what, don't know if anybody else is, but I'm really bad with hay fever still, and it's driving me mad even at this time of night. But yeah, so the 3 X-Men comics get Wolverine by Benjamin Percy, X-Force, and New Mutants. No, it's not Adam Kubert this time. Still Percy, but the artist is Federico Vincentini. And he's okay. But to be honest, the X-Men artists are getting, apart from Adam Kubert, Adam Kubert. Apart from Adam Kubert, the X-Men comics, the artists are getting very changeable. They don't stand out. They all look the same. Apart from New Mutants, normally New Mutants I could say they stand out because I've already done the cover of this one. But I didn't realise until I got it, it's not written by Vita Ayala, and it's not drawn by Ivor Reis. It's so I've got the variant cover, so I've got a bit of Ivor Reis because I love his like almost like Bill Sienkiewicz's style of artwork. I mean that cover is like my second favourite of the week. But it's this other random artist who looks like so many other Marvel artists. Guillermo, never heard of him, and Danny Law doing the writing, never heard of Danny Law. And to be honest, it's a very tenuous link to New Mutants. It's a waste of an issue. It bugs me when Marvel do that. They do fillers so many times. If it's not a filler, it's a bloody crossover. Can't you? I made my peace with. Sorry, hay fever again. I made my peace with Marvel a while ago, but their old idiosyncrasies are coming back, and their old things are doing multiple crossovers. Like that's why I stopped Spider-Man, because there's going to be this huge Spider-Man crossover, and I've no time for it. I'm old, and Marvel should realise that the people who buy comics now aren't kids, so don't do bloody crossovers. Just do stories and good art. But no, they don't listen. They're just after it for the quick money, because they'll do they'll do the regular comics and do all the tie-ins and the one-shots and the alphas and the Amigas. Oh, drives me mad. So yeah, I've stopped Spider-Man. And I know there's going to be another X-Men crossover. It interferes too much with the comics, then I'll stop those as well. So I'll just end up with Captain America, I think, and Captain Marvel, if it carries on like this. And then Sword of Azrael, second one. So I'm on to my DC pal now. Like I said, I've not read anything yet, but the artwork's even nicer than last time. And Dan Watters is like, Ram V, you don't need to worry about it. You know the story's going to be good. Hold on one sec, I've just got to get a tissue. Sorry about that. So yeah, the next one is the conclusion to the Warworld story, what's been running in Action Comics for 2 years. Really enjoyed it, but I'm glad it's finished now, because I love Superman in space, but it's great for like a few months, but it's nice having back on terra firma, back on Earth. It'd be nice to see him interacting with John, with his son, and also with Lois again, and featuring more Earthbound nemesis like Lex Luthor and people like that. But it looks good. I've not read this yet. Big chunky finale. See, I don't mind this. This is a one shot. It's not being a big crossover of anything else. It's just tying into the Superman story. So great. Good. It ties in. It makes sense. And then finally, Batman, by Chip Zdarsky and Jorge Jimenez. So, for the life of me, I thought that cover was done by Jock. Don't know if you're familiar with Jock's work, but very, very similar to his style of Batman. I don't like that cover. And to be honest, this might change my mind, but I'm a bit... I don't look into it too much because I've not read it, so I don't want to ruin it for myself, but I'm a bit nonplussed with Chip Zdarsky's run on Batman. It's not giving me the feels what I thought it would do, because I love Chip Zdarsky, but hopefully he finds his feet, but it just feels too like we've been there before. Whereas Ramvi on his detective, he's trying new things with detective. It's making it exciting. It makes you can't wait to read for the next issue. But this one, I'm thinking, yeah, it's Batman. I don't rush to read it, but Detective, when that comes out, it's one of the first ones to read. So that's what I got this week. That was last week's comics. What just came today. What I'm doing next, I know I said I was going to do the Incal, but that's going to take. Basically, I've got to read a bit more. I'm about a quarter of the way through, because that's a lot to digest. European graphic novels, a lot more dense and story-wise and plot-wise. There's things going in the background in the artwork what you just don't get in American comics. so I need to take my time with them, but it will come. But what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to just do like a overview of one of my favourite characters from 2000 AD, and that's Strontium Dog, Johnny Alpha. Real badass, but cool with it. He's like Judge Dredd, but likable. Bit more grits and grime to him. It's just a really good. It's like a space western. I've said that before for Lawless, but that's what I like about 2000 AD. They just do stuff where you never find in American comics, apart from maybe say heavy metal. But again, that's European. And they just take, they're not reliant on superheroes. They can do anything. It can be sci-fi, it can be thriller, it can be fantasy. I think that's why I like AWA Upshot. It gives me the feels of 2000 AD a bit. I'm just getting very tired of America's reliance on superheroes all the time. Even like, for example, with Image, the new one from Donny Cates, it's going to be a superhero comic. Great. The only superhero one I'm really looking forward to at the moment is Miracle Man, and that's because Neil Gaiman's doing it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm going to be reassessing my collection soon, so I might be getting rid of quite a few and then just really trimming it down to like 10 titles a month, because at the most I could get about 22, including minis, and just keep it to a bare minimum for what I really enjoy, and then just get the others in trade paperbacks when I want to get like particular stories. So that's it. Like I said on a previous one, I'm trying to compile a list of questions for what you send me so I can answer them. I want to get about 10, 15, 20 questions, and I'll go through each one. So do leave messages on here, or if you come here via my Twitter account, leave message, DM me on Twitter, and yeah, that's it. So the next one you see will be Strontium Dog, and maybe a few unboxings, and then I'll get to the Incal. Okay, bye.